Go fight against recess wherever there's fun. Handgun Teach is there. Handgun Teach, a cowboy western teacher. Handgun Teach is there. It's Handgun Teach against Billy and Jimbo, fighting to wreck the day. He never gives up. He's always there, fighting for the man in the cafeteria or in the band. Handgun Teach, a cowboy western teacher. Handgun Teach is there. Handgun Teach is a code name for America's half-witted, ill-trained special safety plan because somebody thought arming average regular people in schools, people who can't even manage a cafeteria,
right,
is a good idea. Welcome to River Talk. Jay Cooper here to my right. I'm Brian Crawford, and that's what we like to call a tease because we have a new segment which we will be releasing halfway through the show, and it is going to be about that very, very subject: teachers with guns. The president wants it. They're trying to push it through in Florida. Other states have it. Teachers packing heat. It could be coming to Pennsylvania. We have just the crazy, half-witted legislature to pull it off, Jay.
Yeah, to say the least. Can you believe that? I mean, I actually can, given who our president is. Nothing puts it past me anymore.
Oh, he's a big advocate of it, that's for sure.
Yeah, I just don't get it.
That's his solution.
That is their solution.
Teachers
to
packing heat,
handling students.
Well, tonight at 7 p.m., Brian Crawford, was handpicked because there weren't enough celebrities in Brookline to judge Brookline's Got Talent. It's the talent competition, 7 p.m. at the Brookline Teen Outreach. I have my gavel in hand, and throughout today's program, I will be casting judgment on various things in honor of my new role as esteemed and honorable judge. I feel like that should be my new name. I should be known as the Honorable Brian Crawford. In fact, throughout the rest of the show, you must refer to me as Judge.
Or Your Honor.
Or Your Honor, yes. I will respond to either one.
I guess I could do that. It'll be like practice.
Exactly. You know. Are you performing tonight?
No, I was talking about something else.
Oh, okay. Practice for the future. I see. So you are with me, Jay. You are against the idea of teachers packing heat.
Hell yeah.
Do you think there should be armed guards at schools?
Yes.
You do? Okay, so you're in favor of the armed guards. Okay.
Yes and no. I mean, I don't think that guns is necessary. I guess it depends on what part of town, what state you're in. Whatever happened to tasers, man?
That's true. They could do the taser thing.
Tasers work.
If you have a judgment you would like to cast, I will consider hearing from the plebes. But, I am a high judge. I've thought of coming down with a judgment. I think that should be my first judgment. Should I judge the Florida legislature?
I think you should.
I think it's time to judge the Florida legislature. So can you present the evidence? There was unfortunately a shooting, and it's horrible. And there's nothing funny about the shooting, but there's something really, really funny about teachers packing heat and like Cowboy Teach, coming out with the handgun to stop the school bully or the lunch money dispute.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of terrifying and it's hilarious at the same time.
It is. It's a recipe for a lot of bullshit that's going to go down in the future. I can see it now. This is going to be bad.
I don't
gonna be really
like
bad.
it.
I'm going to see a lot of Facebook feeds, a lot of things that's going to be going on YouTube. It's going to be chaos.
Chaos.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I'm picturing like this is like all teachers.
Well, it's whoever wants to. So basically, what they say they're going to do is not all teachers, according to what the president has said. Now, with Florida, I think it's giving teachers the ability to conceal and carry, but they want these teachers to then be trained by the state police. But the state police say that they don't have time to do this, so they don't want to do it. Honestly, I don't necessarily trust some of the teachers to do it.
Yeah, some of them could be a little trigger happy. Some of them could be
crazy.
Crazy.
Name a crazy teacher that you would not want to have packing heat in your school district. A teacher you remember. You don't have to mention a name, but
I'm
just
not going to say his name,
a scenario.
I would say my PE teacher, because he got under. We got under his skin a lot.
All right. I didn't even think about that.
There were a lot of fights.
I didn't even think about that. Okay. Yeah. So I had a band teacher who was like that. And this guy, I feel bad for him, but he was an assistant band director at my high school when I was there. And he made the mistake of crying in front of half of the band during an orchestra. And I'm a freshman, I think, at this point. Freshman or sophomore. I'm pretty sure I was a freshman. Okay.
All right.
And they made this guy cry. He was young. He's crying. So then from now on, he's tainted. Everybody knows that you can get to him. Right. And I remember because they had pissed me off so much in band, I was always pushing his buttons. Mm-hmm. And I would always get him so frustrated. But the one time, and I would always be laughing, and we'd build towers out of mutes, which are things that you stick in your trumpet to change the sound that it produces. Mm-hmm. And these mute towers would crash, and I would talk to this one girl. So his solution was to move her further away from me, so we just talked louder. That's how little respect we had. It was horrible. We were bad kids. But this one time, the guy's up there, all upset, angry. He's crying. And he says, "Laugh it up, Brian. Go ahead, laugh it up." And it was the one time I wasn't laughing it up. I was like, I felt bad for him.
I love that comeback. Laugh it up. Like,
and I wasn't even laughing. I'm just like, what are you talking about? But I was an asshole. I think I was just his go-to person to be mad at because I was such a jerk to this poor bastard. So, anyways, I could see, like, not him in particular, but someone in his scenario going crazy. Mm-hmm. And now they've got a gun.
Oh, wow.
I mean, kids are mean.
Like right here, our good friend Brazil, she said...
Hi, Brazil.
Yeah, hi, Brazil. What's up, SpongeBob? And hi, Sonny. I see you're watching, too. She said, my physics teacher, we made her cry.
Yeah, so kids can be mean, so I'm not even, like, saying that I feel bad for the teachers. There was this one teacher, and she was crazy, and she would be seeking vengeance on me. I was in elementary school. Mm-hmm. She was a librarian.
Okay.
And I remember I was so upset. God, how young was I? I was maybe like third grade or something like that. Mm-hmm. I'm there. I asked for a Kleenex. I have really bad allergies. Historically, I've had really bad allergies. Not as bad as this one girl, though. I was listening to this report. This one girl ends up allergic to her husband. Physically allergic to her husband.
Damn.
And she has to live in a separate area of the house from him because she's allergic to him. But anyway, so my allergies aren't that bad, but I had really bad allergies. And I remember going up to her, and teachers would always call and complain because they said that I blew my nose too loud in the class. And of course, my mother would go ballistic because she had worse allergies than I did when she was a kid. So she knew what I was going through, and she'd be pulling out the pen and carving these nasty letters and calling the school district and everything else. Well, this librarian I had asked her for a Kleenex, and she literally told me to stop wasting her time. And I'm a little kid. I'm so upset. I'm crying. I run to the principal's office. I leave the library and run straight to the principal's office. And there was this really tall guy, and not just tall from elementary school standards. I mean, the guy had to duck to get through a doorway. He was that tall.
Okay.
He listens to me. He sees how upset I am, and he says, "She will never teach in this school again." And it was like a week later, she was gone. So
but she was a librarian.
Well, he kicked her out. He kicked her ass out. So then I end up transferring to a different school in the district, and here they had transferred her out of that school district, and she was there. In that one. And she was there.
Wow.
So I had asked her for a Kleenex, and she literally was shoving the box of Kleenex into my hands.
Now, did you purposely go up to her to ask for Kleenex?
No, I had to blow my nose again. I'm telling you, I had really bad allergies my entire life.
Well, what are you allergic to?
Life.
Just anything.
Pollen, ragweed, grass, dogs, cats, birds, certain Christmas trees.
I was about to say, didn't you live with dogs and cats?
I lived with a dog. Okay. So, and when I went for my allergy test, which is an excruciating experience if you never had an allergy test, they shoot you with like 1 million needles at one time. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. It's an entire rack of needles that they put on you to see what you're allergic to. And the allergen, so we had this dog. We got this dog when I was 2 years old. We got the dog before my sister. And the allergen told us that we needed to get rid of the dog.
Okay.
And my parents were just saying, no, we're not going to get rid of the dog. So I just lived with the dog, and I developed not an immunity, but you get accustomed,
tolerance. You
a
build up a
tolerance
for
to
the dog.
certain things.
Yeah.
Now, cats, my previous roommate had a cat.
I do not like cats. Sorry, y'all.
Wait, 37 what, Brazil? Brazil's commenting on the Facebook page at 37 to be exact. Is that 37 shots?
I don't know. Let's see. Wait a minute. She was talking about Peabody. Teachers treated poorly. We all would have been dead. 37 to be exact. Oh, wait. 37 students would have been dead?
Oh, wow.
Well,
from the class.
Oh,
yeah.
man. That's a big class, too.
So
Okay, but...
I have this cat, and I remember waking up because the cat would come into my room and jump onto the bed. And I woke up so dizzy I couldn't walk. I was in a state of delirium, and I couldn't walk down the hallway. And I remember I called off work, and they were so angry that I called off work. They said, what was the problem? I said, the cat made me dizzy. I don't think they believed me. But I literally had to call off due to dizziness from cat
Oh, she said
roaming.
allergic test. 37.
Wow, 37 shots. Yeah, like I
Holy
said, it's
crap.
just shy of 1 million. It's crazy.
Woo!
So
That's a lot.
I think it's a horrible idea to arm the teachers.
Yeah.
We should arm the allergens because someone's going to go nuts with 37 shots being pressed into your arm at one point.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you went to the doctor's office and the doctor was packing heat? That would be a good way to keep patients in line, especially at like crazy hospitals.
Yeah, but then, oh man, then they would have to treat him again.
Oh,
For
for the
something else.
wounds. Yeah. Well, you're in the right spot, right?
Right.
So
I shot you in the right place.
So
At the right place.
In resolution, I'm going to come down with a rolling here. The idea of arming teachers is one of the worst ideas I have ever heard come down from government. And it leads to my description that Trump in the primaries, where I said he is a caricature of a crazy Republican. Like the kind of Republican that we all laugh at because that person doesn't actually exist. It's just the stereotype. Well, no, it does exist, and it's Trump. It's his way of trying to come down hard on the gun lobby without actually coming down on the gun lobby. So he's basically doing what the NRA wants. He's putting more
Right.
guns out there,
Right.
but he acts like he's coming down
Right,
on
because isn't he
guns.
like pushing for the age limit to go up?
Yeah,
as
to
far as
21, which I'm actually opposed to that. I don't think it should be raised to 21. I think that's horrible. You're an adult at 18. And they say, in one of the arguments that I've heard is that you don't understand how dangerous a gun is at age 18. Well, you know
should
what,
know at a
motherfucker?
very young age.
I know how dangerous a gun is by age 18.
Yeah.
I was trained to shoot guns when I was in the Scouts. There are many people who come through the scouting program who are more educated on gun safety than anyone who's in their 30s or 40s. So that makes no sense that 21 is all of a sudden an age that you're going to tack onto being allowed to buy a rifle. That's just something that they came out with out of the air because this guy was under 21,
Right.
and it's a way to say, oh, see, he wouldn't have done it if he was over 21. That's a ruse. But this
Yeah.
whole arming teacher thing, Florida, your legislative plan is bullshit. Come up with real solutions to solve the problem. My judgment, guilty of incompetence.
Yeah.
They should all be replaced. It's time to completely vote everyone out of office in Florida
And that's a
and
shame,
replace them
'cause
with the
that's-
politicians in Pennsylvania. That way we can get new elected officials here.
And this is like
So really, it's just going to benefit us. They're going to get screwed in another way. So.
And I'm just thinking about Florida because I'm just thinking like, okay, Florida is known for getting a lot of mass shootings over the past decade,
Yeah, there was
right?
just
I mean, wasn't there an
the
Orlando
nightclub,
shooting?
yeah, in Orlando, the
Yeah.
nightclub.
My goodness, it's like it's never ending down there.
No, it's horrible. So Jay, do you have your Cooper's Corner?
I do. I do
we-
have
do we
my
have-
Cooper's Corner.
Do we have any music for it, or are we just going to roll into it?
Nah, we can do something. Hell, you can even use your gavel if you want to, man. Well, let's improvise. Let's do something different. Let's see. Here we go. No. You got to do a little. Hold on. And you we got to do faster than that. It's like a He's trying, y'all.
I'm trying. I'm no Howie D back.
Cooper's Corner. Cooper's Corner. Cooper's Corner. Cooper's Corner. Pop, 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 pop. Cooper's Corner.
All right.
Yeah. Very good. You tried.
I tried.
You tried.
A for effort. Now, see, if I was at some crazy school with a teacher packing heat, I may not have made it out of that intro.
I know, right? All right. For Cooper's Corner, this is something that I do once a year.
And I'm going to be coming down with judgments on this one, that's for sure.
Definitely he's going to come down with judgments on this. He's very judgmental about a certain thing. Every year I bring up new words that have been added to the dictionary. I did it last year and the year before that. I figured we'd do it again this year. And I did a little research on it. Since January 29th of this year, 1,100 words
were added.
Have been added.
Wow.
Yeah. So I only chose 10. I picked 2 from the dictionary that you don't care for, the Oxford.
Oh, the gutter of dictionaries.
Yeah, so I picked 2 from them, and then the other 8 I picked from the Merriam-Webster dictionary, which I was actually impressed by the words that they had on there for Webster. So
oh, yeah, Webster is a much classier dictionary, much classier.
Yes, they are. All right, so starting with the first word, mansplain. Mansplain.
Wait, this is from who?
This is from the Oxford.
Yeah, I'm not
Oxford,
surprised.
I'm getting it out the way. Mansplain. MANSPLAIN. Basically, it's of a man to explain something needlessly, overbearingly, or condescendingly, especially typically when addressing a woman, in a manner thought to reveal a patronizing or chauvinistic attitude.
So, of course, men are evil, men are bad.
Right.
Basically,
so this is the man's version of explaining. Whoa, baby, hold on a second. Let me mansplain.
So basically, it's just Oxford running their liberal rubbish into words because, heaven forbid, you just say that a man is explaining something.
Yeah.
You know, and this is just like so typical of Oxford, where they are trying, and they do this every year, they try to be hip and cool instead of being legitimate and respectable.
Yeah.
Mansplain is not a word. Mansplain should be stricken from the dictionary. That's slang, and it's bad slang, and it's uninteresting slang. It was old and tired the first time someone said it. My judgment, Oxford, mansplain, negative. Negative
right.
points again to Oxford. They are going into the slammer. I am going to throw the book at Oxford.
Well, hold on. We've got one more from Oxford.
Oh, my God. I don't know if my heart can take another one from Oxford.
I don't know. I think you can take this one.
Bastardization of the English language.
This is actually a good word.
It's
a word
tragic.
That's very popular. It's a very popular word.
That doesn't mean it's good. That probably means it's bad.
Well, let's be optimistic.
I'm very pessimistic.
Cinnamon's on, and she agrees with you that Oxford sucks.
Thank you, Cinnamon.
All right. The second word from Oxford Dictionary, hangry.
Oh, God.
Yes, hangry. A blend of hungry and angry, bad-tempered or irritable as a result of hunger.
How about just saying someone's pissy because they're a little bitch? You know, you have to come up with your own word because you're hungry and angry. Why don't you just be an adult and get something to eat, you motherfucker? I'm so sorry. I hate that word for hangry. What a dumb word.
You don't
just
like that
grow
word?
up.
You never used that word before?
No, I don't use that word because I'm not an infant.
Man.
No, I don't use hangry. I say I'm either angry or I'm hungry. I happen to never be both at the same time because when I'm hungry, I just eat because I'm 31 years old and I don't use baby words like hangry. I just go out and get a sandwich.
Okay. So what's your verdict on that one then?
Dumb. It's dumb. It's them going again to pop culture. That's a word that people are using in slang. It's not a real word. It's not a legitimate word. It's not a necessary word. You can say you're hungry. You can say you're angry. You don't need a new word to describe that you're hungry and angry. All it is you trying to be cute and you just end up being dumb. I hate it. Oxford, you suck. I want to... If I could organize a book burning, I would huddle up all of the Oxford dictionaries in the United States and I would burn them to the ground. I hate Oxford. They are... Can somebody please put a binded print version, maybe in hardback, of the Urban Dictionary and replace the Oxford Dictionary with that, because the Urban Dictionary is where words like hangry belong, and at least it's a legitimate source for those words.
Yeah. I
have respect for the Urban Dictionary. Oxford, the gavel is facing down for you. Thumbs down. If this is the Roman Colosseum, I would be sending you to the lions.
All right, well,
I would be sending you to a den of teachers packing heat. crazed teachers packing heat. That's exactly where the Oxford Dictionary belongs. That's where whenever these state
We'll
police...
send the armed teachers down to Oxford.
When the state police start training these teachers, they should use Oxford dictionaries as targets.
Okay.
Get them out of the schools
throw 'em up in
so
the
that
air.
way our kids can get a proper education. See, here I'm thinking of utilizing this horrible decision
Yes.
of arming teachers to the betterment of our students and for the education of our society.
All right. Well, we'll step away from Oxford.
Oxford is rubbish. I
Oxford
spit
is
on
done.
Oxford.
We're going to move on
All right.
to 8 Webster words.
All right. A respectable dictionary.
All right, here we go. Tetraseasonal.
Oh.
Tetraseasonal is an adjective containing all of the typical 4 seasons: spring, summer, autumn, and winter of the
See,
year.
that's a unique word.
I do like that because it represents Pittsburgh in February.
It does.
This past February, we have experienced all 4 seasons in February.
And honestly,
we had rain, we had snow, we had sun, we had windy, we had cold, we had warm. It was all that shit. We had all of it. We had ice. It was
And there really is no word to describe that either.
right.
And here's the thing. It's not like it's some sort of pop culture garbage that Oxford's trying to push. No, this is something that can happen at any time, and it has happened multiple times throughout history. This is a word that we need. My judgment, an A+.
All right.
I'm giving an A+ to Webster.
All right, well, how about this? I'm going to make sure I say it right. Hyperpolcrytemia.
Hyperpolcrytemia.
Yeah, hyperpolcrytemia, the state of being completely touched and overwhelmed by the beauty and emotional magnitude of a moment.
I think that is a word that could definitely be used in a lot of both fiction and nonfiction where you're describing. Can you read that one more time? What's the name of the word again?
Hyperpolcrytemia.
Crytemia. Wow.
Yeah, the state of being completely touched and overwhelmed by the beauty and emotional magnitude of a moment. Damn, that sounds good.
That does sound good, and it's hypercrotemia. Hypercrotemia, is that correct?
Hyperpolcrytemia.
Hyperpolcrytemia.
Yeah.
So I was struck by I can't even say it. That's when you know it's a good word, when you can't even say it.
Right?
So with that one, I think I'm gonna go not guilty.
Okay.
But I'm not as impressed as I was with the first one.
All right.
From Webster.
Now, this one, I'm actually surprised that Webster came up with this one. Black scent.
Black scent.
Black scent. Blaccent. It's a noun, the manner of speech of a non-black person who uses African American English as cultural appropriation. Which is basically somebody who's not black trying to talk black. That's basically what black.
So I feel like they're trying to play the social warrior thing.
Yeah,
which I don't have a problem with that in other things, but when it comes to words, there are.
This is super slang right here, and I've talked to like 20 black people that I know, and they never heard this word before.
Yeah, I never heard that either.
And I'm like, what the hell? What the fuck is this? I don't like it.
Guilty.
Yeah.
I don't like that one.
Yeah, I don't like that one. And then they even compared it to Azalea. They say that Azalea uses a black scent. I don't listen to Azalea, so
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what y'all talking about as far as that goes. Okay, here's one. I find this interesting. This one's kind of funny. Nolders. 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 The combination of neck and shoulders in a person where there is little distinction between the neck and shoulders.
I'm not a fan.
I have met people like that.
Sure.
I'm not so much a fan of the word, but I know what they mean when they say it. I have met people that is like head and shoulders and where there's like little definition of neck. I'm like, when you turn, like they can't just turn their head, they have to turn their whole body.
Yes.
Shit. Yeah, I've met people like that. Am I a fan of the word? No.
No, I don't
But
like the word.
I get it, though.
I'm coming down with a guilty verdict. I don't like that one. That's from Webster as well. I'm disappointed.
Yeah.
The Webster's usually better than this.
If you don't like that one, you may not like this one either. Here we go. Dagitated.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Daggiated. An adjective of relating to or being an agitated dad. Yeah.
No, you're just agitated. You're an angry motherfucker. Right? That's what you are. No, dagitated, down with that.
And see, the reason why I did this is because I wanted to show you that even Webster Dictionary could come up with some fucked up words.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up.
Them. All right.
I am not a fan at all.
This one. Here we go.
Oh, there's one more.
There's 3 more, and we'll sweep past it.
All right.
Victory. So instead of a V in front of it with an F, the misleading appearance of defeating an opponent, competitor, enemy, or contestant in a game, battle,
That's
or other
stupid.
form of competition.
That's
basically
dumb.
a false victory.
No, guilty. Move on. Fast judgments here.
All right. Momocracy. A noun, social organization in which the mom is in charge. Undivided rule or absolute sovereignty. Sovereignty. I can't pronounce that. Sovereignty?
I don't know. I can't see it.
This fucking word right here.
Let me see. So, momocracy, a social organization in which the mom is in charge, undivided rule, or absolute sovereignty by a mother. Okay.
Yeah.
Dumb. Again.
Yeah.
Guilty. I hate this.
Now this
Webster is breaking my heart.
Now this one's dumb, but I like it. I like it because this explains me and Howie to a T.
Okay.
Recognore.
Ugh.
A verb, to recognize and ignore someone. That is our conversation between me and Howie, because Howie would be like, man, I'd be like, oh, did we talk about that? Man, I just talked to you about that yesterday and the day before. You don't remember that shit? And I'm like, I remember you talking about it, but I wasn't really paying attention. So I ignored you. I'm sorry.
I'm glad you could use it
yesterday. Yeah, so I'm going to use that word.
I hate it.
But it's a silly word. It's stupid.
It's horrible.
But it defines what a lot of you go through, because I know a lot of you have conversations with people and you remember the conversation, but you really wasn't paying attention. No,
I hate it. So can I come down with a final verdict?
Yes, give me a final verdict.
So I'm going to judge one of each. So we've got Oxford. Mm-hmm. So given the evidence, and there isn't much evidence to go on this year, but I wish
I could have did 5 against 5, but...
Well, here's what we do have, though. We do have a history of bad behavior. We have a history to get to fall on and to look at when I'm making my judgment. I'm going to make a ruling and a judgment here.
Okay.
So when it comes to Oxford, I am going to come down with life imprisonment, but possibility of parole with good behavior.
Okay. Possibility of parole. Okay, so you're giving them a chance still.
I'm giving them a chance to redeem themselves. I am a just judge, Jay.
A just
and
judge.
People will learn this when they meet me today at the Brookline Teen Outreach at 7 p.m. for Brookline's Got Talent. I am a just judge. I am fair. I am honest to the bone.
Mm-hmm.
Keep
going.
Equity just pours from my lips. That's the kind of human that I am, Jay. I'm a good guy. I'm a good person.
You are.
And I'm a good judge. And all of those other judges, they're all putting on a show. Only I, Brian Crawford, only the master of the Millvale Shore can give a fair and righteous judgment. And you will find that out tonight at the Brookline Teen Outreach. All of those other posers, they wish they had. They don't even have a gavel. That's how ill-prepared they are.
So you're gonna bring the gavel, right?
I'm bringing the gavel tonight.
Okay,
oh,
cool.
yes. I am a true
I hope
judge.
You're sitting dead center.
I should be.
Wait, who are the other judges?
So we've got Pittsburgh legend Jim Krenn, radio legend. So I'm very excited to have
Jim
him
Krenn, nice.
on as a judge.
Very
and
nice.
also Eric Williams, who's a fantastic comedian in the area as well.
Yes.
So we will be the three judges.
Eric Williams has a lot of energy, man.
He has a lot of energy.
A lot of energy.
But I've got some dirt on him, and it may come out tonight at tonight's show.
Oh,
so
shit.
come on out, 7 p.m. at the Brookline Teen Outreach. I have dirt on Eric Williams, and it may come out if it needs to, because I want to make sure that we have a fair and honest process. So if I see any funny business, or I see the judges judging in a way that I do not think is appropriate, I will come out with this information.
Okay.
So please stop by.
What? While we're on the subject of the show, I have to give a confession. I lied to you earlier when I said I wasn't going to be on the show.
Oh, okay.
I am on the show.
You are on the show, okay.
Yes.
So I will be judging you.
I was added at the last minute. Yes, you will be judging me. Yes. I was added at the last minute earlier this week because we had one that dropped out. And now we have 2 comedians
Oh, fantastic.
in the competition. Me, second place winner at the Steel City Comedy Competition.
Yes.
I don't know if I mentioned that earlier.
Oh,
how
okay.
I won second place last week. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yep, my birthday weekend. Hello, holla. And of course, Daniel Ferrer, who was the third place winner at the Pittsburgh Improv Comedy Competition. So you got 2 good, funny comedians along with singers and poets and dancers and band people and stuff. So it's going to be fun. It's
gonna be a good time.
Mix of everything. So yeah.
So I'm gonna come down with
I did my plug.
Yeah,
Hey,
he
Tasha.
will be there.
Thank you. She
I want to
liked my
come down on. Oh, nice. I'm going to come down with the judgment on Webster. Webster, guilty as charged. I am giving them community service because of past presidents. So they've always come through with us in previous years, and they did have to. So what really saved them from jail time? Because I had considered giving them jail time after those horrible picks at the end, but those first 2 picks were really good. Mm-hmm. They were very good words.
Yeah,
I like those words.
Seasonal.
Yeah,
I like that one.
Those words impressed me. Yeah. Those were big words and they were good words. So I am giving them
words and they were good
yes.
words.
So I'm giving them a reprieve on a jail sentence, and I'm just going to issue out community service.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
I think that is fair.
I think it's just.
That is very, very fair, actually.
Yes. So is Howie on his way? Do we know?
Yeah, and you know what? I gotta ask because I'm like, I know he knows that the show was today. I know he.
Yeah,
knows.
because we do have that other. We have that new segment.
Right, don't leave us hanging, Howie.
Yeah, we want to get that together. I don't know if we could really. I guess I can play
him right now. I'll message him right now.
I can play 2 different roles, I suppose, if we have to, or maybe you could play 2 different roles.
Hey man, if we have to throw a curveball, man, let's do it.
We'll do it. So, I think what we should do is talk about Mr. Rogers.
Okay.
So there's that Mr. Rogers statue on the north side. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Well, I guess it was taken away for cleaning or some sort of something. It's back now. What are your thoughts on that statue?
I really don't have any thought of it.
You don't have any thoughts on that statue? Oh, you're a horrible judge.
It's just a statue. I mean,
You're a horrible judge. You should be judging things at all times.
I never really thought anything of it. I mean, I knew it was there, but I never really thought anything of it. I mean,
You never really looked at it?
Not really. I mean, I know where it is, and I've seen it, but I never really made a big deal about it. I mean, I'm a fan of the show when I was like 7.
So the statue looks like poop.
It looks like poop.
It looks like poop.
Is it because it's covered in poop, or is it just?
No, it's like it's molded to look like poop. Like it looks like somebody like took poop out of the commode and they molded it into a Mr. Rogers statue.
Aw.
I don't like it. Other people say they like it. I think it looks like poo. And he's reaching down. I guess it's supposed to be where he's holding the kid, but it looks like he's trying to snatch your kids. Mm-hmm. And it makes Mr. Rogers, the statue makes Mr. Rogers look like a creeper. It makes him look like somebody who's out there to get your kids, to steal your kids.
I gotta look at the picture again. I don't remember him looking like a pile of shit.
Somebody messaged me. Vincent Didiano, he just joined the show. Vincent, you've seen the statue of Mr. Rogers. He's here live with us on Facebook Live. So if you're listening at riversedgepgh.com, you can take part in the conversation by joining us on Facebook Live. Vincent, you've seen the statue of Mr. Rogers. I know you have, the one on the north side. Does it not look like he's trying to steal your kids? If you had kids. Doesn't it look like he's got his arms reached out? He's like kind of crouching over like he's about to snatch your kids and run off with them. I don't like it. I think it's a bad statue.
Is it this one right here?
Yeah, see how he's reaching down like he's coming to grab your kids?
It looked like he had a book in his hand and they just took it away or something. Or he's saying, well, actually, no, the way he's smiling, he is saying, hey, neighbor, come on over here.
Yeah, not a good statue.
I won't bite.
So the city's made a decision to...
He put a sweater on him.
Now that I actually agree with. I like that. I think that's a really good idea.
I do like that.
So there we go. See, I have to consider all of these things, Jay.
This is you know what? I mean, I've seen it in a distance riding by, but I never actually walked.
Doesn't it look like poop when you look up on it?
It does. Now I see what you're talking about. It really does look like a pile of shit. It really
it's horrible.
It looked like pigeons just spent years just shitting in that area, and then this is what it came up with. It just made a shitty
It's horrible.
mold of Mr. Rogers. This looks really, really
So if I had to
bad.
come down with a judgment, I would say guilty for bad statue placement. I think it should be taken away, redone, so it doesn't look like poop.
And people are actually posing in front of it. I'm waiting for. There's no. Oh, there he is.
He's on his way in.
He is on his way in.
People are posing. I wonder if anybody like gets in between the hands, like so that way he's snatching them and taking them away.
And you said they took it away already?
They took it away to clean it, and then they brought it back.
And how does it look? Does it look any
I don't know. I
different,
haven't seen it.
or-
I'm sure it doesn't because it's designed to look like poop.
I don't know. I kind of want to take a picture with him now.
With him grabbing you
Yeah.
and taking you away.
Sure, why not? It'll look weird. I think it'll get a couple Facebook likes.
Another rapid judgment. Bill Peduto came out with a tweet. He said, good, and this is in regards to the horrible road conditions, because he had come out recently with this comment about how they filled 100 potholes, and I thought, wow, did you just hit up the Strip District? Ooh, la-di-da. But here's a good quote from him. He has this tweet. It says, good news, asphalt plant expects to open on March 12th. That means only 10 more days of cold patch. Nice, hot, steamy, sticky asphalt. The kind Pittsburgh drivers dream about in just 10 days. I thought that was funny. I'll give him that
That's
one.
pretty funny.
I'm judging a positive judgment. I will give him a cookie if I see him and
Get
I
up
have
in
a
here.
cookie in my hand.
Ooh, get up in
So-
here. I'm trying to move. Shit, I'm leaning.
So, Howie, we were talking earlier in today's program about teachers packing heat.
Yes.
And how what we thought. Now you have kids. Do you want the teachers to be packing heat?
Hell no.
No, you don't want the teachers to pack heat.
I have black kids. It goes very wrong. If it goes wrong with the police, how's it gonna go wrong with it can go wrong.
Yeah.
Pretty fast.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I think it's a horrible idea. There are some really, really good teachers, but there's also some super crazy teachers as well.
Yes.
And I do not want them packing heat.
Hell no.
So we've come
Not
up
a good idea.
We've come up with a skit.
Okay.
Or not a skit, but we're gonna do some improv actually.
All right.
And basically, so we came up with a song, and I'll just sing the beginning of it. It goes, he'll fight against recess wherever there's fun. Handgun Teach is there. Handgun Teach. A cowboy western teacher. Handgun Teach is there. It's Handgun Teach against Billy and Jimbo, fighting to wreck the day. He never gives up. He's always there, fighting for the man, the cafeteria, or in the band. Handgun Teach. A cowboy western teacher. Handgun Teach is there, so we're gonna play the role. We're each gonna take a different position. We can pick who we want. It's gonna be a cafeteria situation where
Okay.
we've got Billy and Jimbo,
Okay.
and Jimbo has stolen Billy's lunch allegedly, and Handgun Teach is on the call, packing heat and everything to come in to handle the situation.
All right. Who's gonna be Handgun Teach?
What do you want to be?
You should be the bully.
I should be the bully, the one that stole the lunch.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be Jimbo.
Okay. Yes.
All right, Jay, who do you want to be?
I guess to be.
Wait, the other choices is handgun teacher and what's the other one?
Handgun Teach and Billy.
Oh, Billy, the one who got his.
Little Billy, yeah.
You know, you be handgun teach.
All right.
And I will be Billy.
Okay.
Yes.
How we start this
All
off?
right. Now how we
so-
gonna start this off? Yeah.
What
So-
can I start it off by saying? I ain't take your lunch, punk.
So, we'll start with that, but to give a little narration.
Okay.
I'm gonna take these off. I don't need these.
Little Jimbo stole Billy's lunch the other day at Mr. Small's elementary school. And, well, allegedly, he stole Billy's lunch, and Billy, so upset, began to cry and pout and tried to push back against Jimbo, and the following conversation ensued.
Why you crying like a little bitch?
Man, why you had to go take my lunch money, man?
And man, let me tell you something. I'm underprivileged and I need it, and you a punk. Give that here. And also your Pokemon Go cards.
No, I need them.
Know what you need to do is get out my face before I slap you. There, take that.
I need a teacher.
From across,
Teacher ain't gonna save you now.
from across the room,
This is an urban school.
Handgun Teach takes off his coat and reveals his uniform. And all of a sudden, he comes out, Handgun Teach! Pulls out the gun. You motherfucker! Give him his money back! Give him his lunch! Right now!
Hey, look
This
here,
is this is
man.
getting real, man!
Teacher, you're scaring me.
Shut the fuck up, Billy! Jimbo! Jimbo, did you...
I've been a black neighborhood
Jimbo,
all
you
my
mother...
life. I'm used to a white man holding a gun on me.
Jimbo!
I ain't scared. I ain't scared.
Jimbo, you motherfucker, did you steal his lunch? Did
What
you
if
steal
I
his
did?
lunch? Shit's about to get real here, Jimbo.
What if I did? What you gonna do? Shoot me in front of
Don't do it,
everybody?
Jimbo. Don't do it. He got
I
it
am
done.
defending this kid's rights right here.
He lived 2 projects down from me. That ain't gonna do nothing.
Not much longer once I pull this trigger.
We're just
Jimbo.
visiting.
Shut up, Billy. Jimbo, give him the lunch right now or you're gone. You're toast.
So let me get this straight. You
I
can
have
shoot
the
me
right to shoot you due to the Second Amendment
and Trump.
and Trump. They've modified the Second Amendment.
My mommy didn't vote for him.
Mommy, dear, well, your mommy was wrong because now I've got the power to keep
All
you
right,
kids
here.
in line.
Okay, here, you take the lunch. I'm gonna beat your ass after school anyway.
All right. Good job, Jimbo. After school, I'm not involved. I go home.
Wait. What do you
So
mean?
I'm free to beat. I'm free
What
to
you
beat little
mean?
Billy's
Come
ass
back.
when we get out of
Jimbo,
here.
what you do outside of the school, that I can't be held liable for that. I'm only responsible for what happens within the
So right
cafeteria.
as soon as you walk out that door, your ass is mine,
You know
little
what?
Billy.
Yeah, I need an Uber, please.
Uber's coming. They still got to beat it. Like you can get beat up before the Uber gets here. It's gonna take like 5 minutes. That's a 5 minutes of an ass whooping, Billy.
See?
Meet me in the back
arming the teachers. Arming the teachers.
I'll be there in 5
To
minutes.
teach a lesson, arming the teachers will not stop bullying outside of the school.
Oh, no.
Blink
It
your
will
lights.
not.
Blink your lights 3 times so I know it's you.
And I don't. I as much as Handgun Teaches is someone who's very passionate. I don't know that he's the right guy for the job to be carrying that gun.
No.
Especially that you had to fucking sing on your way there.
Handgun Teach.
Handgun Teach. Just like, what the fuck?
A cowboy western teacher. Handgun Teach is there.
Everybody goes ahead. If you start that, it'll be like, oh, here he goes again. Everybody gonna start grabbing their lunch and moving. All right, get out the way.
It's
Here he
Handgun
goes.
Teach against Billy and Jimbo.
With the curtain
fighting
that he
to wreck
took from the window in his
day.
classroom, he wore it as
Never
a fucking
gives
cape.
up. He's always there, fighting the man in the cafeteria or in the band. Handgun
that's-
Teach.
That kind of reminds me that was Married with Children, Psycho Dad. Psycho Dad. Psycho Dad.
That was a good song. I forgot about Psycho Dad.
So do you guys like this improv section? Please let us know on the Facebook
Yes.
comments. If we like it, we'll continue it. We'll come up with more scenarios
I thought that was pretty good.
as
I like
time
that.
goes on.
I like that.
So what do we have for the Hood Rat of the Week? Actually, we got to play the music for the Hood Rat of the Week now that I
Yes,
think
you
about it.
do.
Do we have that music? We should have that music. There she is. I only know one dance.
Look, we came, we saw, he died. We came,
I love that bang.
we saw, he died.
Teacher.
Look, we came, we saw,
Welcome to Hood Rat of the Week. Woohoo! I had to talk about this, even though this happened 2 weeks ago. Somebody actually approached me a couple of days ago and asked me, because I was on the T, and they said, "Oh, are you the security for the place because of what happened?" And I was like, "No, I'm just coming home from work. I'm just."
Oh, really?
But, yeah, this. Yeah. While we were on our way, when we was getting ready to do our show up in Turtle Creek. 2 weeks ago, February 17th, there was a man from Mount Washington who was taken into custody after he was seen stabbing paper schedules on the T with a knife at a
He
light
didn't like
rail
those
train.
fonts.
Paper schedules.
He didn't like the
Yeah,
fonts.
paper schedules. This actually happened, and I'm actually am very familiar with this T stop. It's the Gateway Station, which is
Oh, the Gateway one.
right, which is near where I where I go to the gym because I go to Ghost Gym. So
Okay.
yeah, so Michael Quick. Yeah, he wasn't quick enough to get out of there, obviously. But Michael Quick, 36 years old, was taken into custody shortly after 4 p.m. at the Gateway Station. And then this was coming from a passenger who spoke to the news after he was apprehended. He said, as soon as we got on the train, the guy looked like he was intoxicated. We didn't know if he was drunk or on some sort of drugs or whatever. That was coming from Bryce Williams, the passenger that was on there. But when we were on the train, he had a knife and was flailing, let me say it like that, flailing it around. So it made everyone on the train kind of nervous.
Yeah, I would imagine
Yeah.
so.
Really?
So, yeah.
Imagine if he was packing heat.
Yeah, so, right? A Port Authority spokesman said that the train driver then called the police. Police took Quick into custody. Officials say that in addition to the knife, Quick also had drugs on him. So,
No.
Yeah, obviously.
That's a surprise.
Right?
I didn't even see that one coming.
So Port Authority police charged Quick with recklessly endangering another person, railroad protection, railroad vandalism, and interference with transportation facilities, disorderly conduct, public drunkenness, and drug charges. That is so crazy.
I never heard the railroad protection.
I know. I never heard of that shit either. Every
I didn't
time
know
I
either.
hear people get arrested,
They made that up.
They're making up. They're making up
They
shit.
just made up.
Right? And when they asked him what
How
was he
the
doing,
railroad threatened it all?
and when they asked him, when they
railroad
asked him,
metal.
when they asked him what was he doing with the knife, he said, "I was scratching my back."
Wow.
That was his response to the police.
He forgot he was drunk and on drugs.
Drunk, on drugs, with a fucking knife, stabbing bus schedules. What the bus schedules do to you, man? Seriously.
Maybe
Because
he
they're
missed
never
his
on
bus.
time.
Yeah, because they're never on time.
Right?
This,
Well, that
this
could
is
be
a
it.
lie. This is all a lie. All of it. It's all a lie.
This guy may actually be a hero. He may just be trying to fight the Port Authority for better public transit.
Yes.
See,
Well,
here
if that-
you are.
if that
Here
is
you
the
are
case-
casting judgment, and you don't have all the information. And that's why you're not judging tonight's competition.
Ooh. Burn.
That's why I got the gavel.
Well, if that is the case, I will applaud Michael Quick for being the martyr to the cause, I guess.
Yes.
But I doubt that's what it was. I think this dude was just fucking crazy. And
Maybe he
just
was
felt
driven
like-
crazy by the bus. Maybe he's a victim.
With a knife, though, man. With a
He was
knife.
he was attacking the bus schedules.
If
though.
if he was really passionate about the shit, he would have came up with a better excuse than saying he was scratching his fucking back. He would have came up with a better excuse. If he was gonna be, if he's gonna be the martyr for the cause, he needed to say, "Man, fuck these fucking T's. You're always late. You never show up on time, and you keep raising our rates every year. I'm paying more money every year
for worse service.
for the worst fucking service." Now, if he had said that shit, I mean, I still would have made him my hood rat of the week. But still, I would have applauded him, though. But this guy, he was just fucking insane.
So do you want to come down with the judgment?
Ooh,
Yeah,
I
go
get
ahead.
the gavel?
Yes.
I've handed the gavel off to Jay. He's casting a judgment on the
I,
hood rat of the
Judge
week.
Jaye Cooper,
Remember,
which
that's
sounds a
not all.
lot better than Your Honor, Brian Crawford. I condemn you.
Taking my gavel back.
Ah, damn, I was just about to. Okay. I condemn you, Michael Quick, to. Well, you know what? The Pittsburgh justice system isn't always 100% on cue. So I sentence you to 1 week of community service. You will be cleaning up.
Bus schedules.
Yeah, you will be cleaning up all the bus schedules that is thrown all over the place, starting with Wood Street. Clean that fucking place up, and then move on to Steel Plaza, and then going down to, let's see, what else is a dirty fucking part of the street in downtown?
Pretty much all of it.
Strawberry
all
Way.
over the place. You're just going
Strawberry
all
Way.
over the place.
He's got to
man.
clean up Strawberry Way.
30 days. Oh God, Strawberry Way is bad.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Clean up all that garbage and shit outside of the shore, North Shore. Like outside of the Taco Bell, outside
yeah.
of the McDonald's, outside the 7-Eleven.
You know what? The McDonald's have changed their tune. That
Have they?
McDonald's there, they have. I've gone there
They
now.
remodeled it and everything.
Well, they've also changed their
It's 'cause it
people.
looks
They
nice on the
they must have
outside.
fired everybody and brought in new people.
Thank
So,
goodness.
like the last few times I've been there, I've gotten through on time, like quickly. The person has been pleasant. At one point, someone actually complimented
They
me.
brought them in.
I need
Yeah.
out of town. Hi, Eve.
They must
brought them
have.
from out- They bust them
They
in.
were nice, man. They all are so friendly now, and you get through so quickly. And like the last time, they even put extra like Big Mac sauce on my Big Mac.
And you didn't even have to ask for it?
I didn't even ask for it.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Corporate brought them in. All them complaints, because I know everybody complained about that.
oh yeah. I mean, I never complained, and I had complained big time. So yeah, I mean, I'm impressed though. Like they've turned things around. They must have just fired everyone.
Well, you know what? They need to fire the
maybe
people.
said shuffle people in.
They need to fire the people that work at that Taco Bell. Remember how long it took for me just to pick up that extra.
Yeah, and I'm telling Jay, shut up before they spit in our food.
I know, but you know what? I mean,
I'm trying to tell them
because they chizzed me on my nacho fries, man. I wanted my nacho fries with the cheese.
That,
they didn't do it, so I had to go back in there and order
me
it.
And Brian talked about
bitch behind the
before.
counter took forever typing the
say
shit.
nothing
Then
smart
she just
till you
stood
get
there.
your food.
No, you know
Then
what?
you say
I ain't
something.
worried about it because I ain't going back.
This is true.
I ain't going back. I ain't worried about it, so I can talk about it now. I don't
Oh,
give a
yeah.
fuck.
Well, you have
now,
your food.
yeah, now-
you have your food. Not till you get your food in your hand.
Exactly.
But they took forever, man, to get one thing of nacho
Well,
fries. Why did it take so
everything?
long?
Wait a minute. Everything from the Taco Bell, the Wendy's, and the McDonald's was all bad. Remember, like especially late night, you go. No matter where you go, you're going to be sitting there.
Right.
Guess they couldn't get anybody to work. Work at night.
Oh my God, they were just standing there though. They just stood there. And then the one guy, he was being trained and shit, and he was being trained by this fat guy who took his sweet ass time. I'm just oh my God.
He can't work. He can't move between them things real fast.
I know, because they're so fucking narrow. I mean, he's just joking about it, but
Honestly,
this is
though,
serious as hell.
I've
though.
never worked in fast food, but I always feel like I would get anxiety because it's so tight back there. You know what I mean?
But you're thin though. You'd be able to
I
slide
know,
through.
but
No
I don't
problem.
like. I don't
Right.
like.
When
I
we
don't
got
like
there-
tight places though. I
Hey,
like
Brown,
to have
we knew it was
space.
going to be a problem. She's like,
And then,
let me do it. Let me do it.
go ahead.
Welcome to Taco Bell. Remember how she answered it? That's the first. She's like, welcome to Taco Bell. I was like, oh, this is going to be some bullshit right now.
That's
You
funny.
remember
How that chick was? She was
you ever
like,
abandon
I'll
them?
be with you in a minute.
Yeah.
It was that white chick with the black scent.
Yeah, she had the black scent.
There we go. See, he's using the new words.
I did it.
Yeah, she had the black scent. Yeah. And she started like, be with you. Welcome to Taco Bell. I was like, damn.
She's gonna make our food all depressingly and shit.
I don't want
to.
pissed off like I got.
Just-
She was counting
Maybe
minutes
some
down.
extra spice then. There you go.
And the guy, he fucking grabbed my fries. He grabbed it with his hands.
Why did you get fries at Taco Bell?
Because they got the
It was
nacho, fries.
fries,
Oh, okay.
which are they're okay. They're all right.
They're better other places because they were actually hot.
I
Right.
like to get the those curly chips, those cinnamon ones, those crunch ones. Those are good.
I do like those, and I like the
churros.
empanadas. Love empanadas.
So, what do you guys have coming up?
Well, besides tonight, me performing at the
Brookline Teen Outreach, where
Brookline
I am
Teen
judging.
Outreach show, yes.
Esteemed judge,
I will
Your
be
Honor,
there
Brian
tonight.
Crawford.
Brian, I didn't know you judge people, Brian.
I am a judger. I even have I have a gavel. I am
He's
making.
judging
I've been
people
making judgments all day, all through the show. I've been judging away.
That's right. So I'll be there, and then this coming Wednesday will be the start of the March Madness comedy competition at the Pittsburgh Improv.
That was quick. Wow.
Yep.
The month is flying by.
I know, right? So me and Howie will be there for that.
Fantastic.
And yeah,
Don't
that's
forget.
it.
No, we have to
Wait,
push.
what else we got?
The Ignorant Easter Comedy Show, March
Yes.
31st.
Yes, March 31st.
Fantastic.
Tell them where it's at.
It's at Repair the World, 6022 Broad Street in this lovely, remodeled, freshly scented, freshly cleaned East Liberty.
Fantastic.
I like the way he said that.
It's not East Liberty.
They brightened the place
it's not,
up.
It's not Sliberty. It's not Sliberty anymore. It's East Liberty. Not Sliberty anymore.
So if you're
yeah,
enjoying
March
the
31st.
judging, I am going to be adding a new segment on the Sunday show, which you can listen to tomorrow night, where I will be given an array of topics from my co-host, Michael Cohen, and I will be doing rapid judgments. That's going to be a new segment on the show. So you can see me judge tonight. The only judge there who's really got your back. That's right, they bust me in from the northern suburbs because they didn't have enough celebrities in Brookline. What can I say? I'm a big shot.
River's Edge is no longer a judge-free zone.
Ooh, I like that.
No, we are judging, baby. All right. That is Howie D. Mack, Jay Cooper. I am Brian Crawford. This has been River Talk. Thank you so much for joining us. I'll be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. at riversedgepgh.com/live. And, I am thrilled to be at the Brookline, the Brookline's Got Talent event tonight, and happy to be there with Jim Crenn and Eric Williams.
Yeah.
And Todd DeFazio. Thank you so much to him from idiotradio.net for inviting
Idiot
me.
Radio, taking it to the edge and back. Yeah.
It'll be a good time. So,
I don't know what I did.
step on out. It's going to be 7 p.m. at the Brookline Teen Outreach. For Jay Cooper, Howie D. Mack, I'm Brian Crawford. This has been River Talk on Pittsburgh's Voice for Local Music, The River's Edge.
Later, bitches.
Woo!